Back in the studio, my good friend and the official nurse of the Just Steph show, Christine Murphy of Moi Health and Wellness. Christine's going to set us up for a great summer. We're going to talk about all things weight loss and everything else that she is offering. And she's been a nurse for over 21 years, registered nurse, practitioner, and she brings with her not only this plethora of knowledge and wisdom, but a caring and loving heart for her patients and clients. So welcome, Christine.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Thanks so
Oh,
much.
oh, I love it. I love having you in because I know that people love what you do, as do I. And I've actually had the benefits of, we come in, you're not feeling good. I'm coming up with injections. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's great. They
so
provide a lot of energy and just
yeah. And so, you're lagging a little bit. Oh, why can't I hear you? Eh.
try that. I may have hit that button. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. You know what? Um, that's all right. You know what? I'll see if they can edit some of that out.
Oh, yeah,
So it'll be fine.
it'll be fine.
With the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So, okay, no worries. So let's talk weight loss. Like, is it too late to start to get that beach bod?
Oh, this is great. No, we have an excellent 10-week program. 10 weeks will bring us probably to the end of July. But I do it 10 weeks because we use semaglutide, which is really the best way to lose weight. It's an injectable weight loss medication. You take it weekly and it really decreases your appetite, gets rid of that food thought. But we do a 10-week program, which will bring us to the end of July. And you should be able to notice a good 15-pound weight loss result with that. We do month by month too with the semaglutide, but the first 10 weeks, it's a titrating dose. So you tend to do better on 10 weeks. And then if you have more weight to lose after that, you can kind of go month by month. We also do tirzepatide, which is the new Mounjaro out.
Mhm.
A quicker, sort of faster weight loss with less side effects. It's an amazing injectable medication.
And so how often do you have to get those injections? Once a week?
Yeah, those are weekly injections, and they're actually made for chronic obesity. But I do have a lot of patients who get to their goal weight and sort of stop or titrate down because they can be expensive. But once you get to your goal weight, you're going to feel fantastic. Your stomach's going to be smaller. That food thought will go away, and your appetite changes. So after you do your program and get to your goal weight, you have a better time staying at that goal weight if you come off the medication.
So, can you do the injectables yourself or do you have to you have
Great question. We actually get the medication sent to your home. So you do self inject and we empower you to do that. So we teach you here in the office or via telephone. I will actually discuss and talk to you about how and educate you how to self inject. And I also send a video on how to self drop medication and how to self inject. But the needle is really small. It's very easy. So it's like a tiny little pinch, and actually, all my patients are able to do it.
and you put it in your leg?
Yeah, I have people do it in their leg. Initially, we were doing it in their arms and their stomachs, but research has shown that if you do it in legs, you have less side effects. So that's what I tend to do with my patients. Even though the side effects aren't that bad, you can have a little bit of queasiness or constipation from the semaglutide. The tirzepatide is a little better of a product, and you don't have as many side effects.
And who cares if you're queasy?
Right,
Then you
right.
don't eat. Like, then you don't eat. I
Then you
mean
don't. That's
that's what I think.
we give out tummy drops, and I do give out Zofran, but most people are able to tolerate the queasiness. It's not constant. It's usually intermittent. It doesn't last too long. But yeah, it's hard to look great, isn't it? You have to pay what you have to do in order to look great.
Right. And have you done it yourself?
So I did try the tirzepatide. I'm sorry, I did try the semaglutide. The constipation was a little bit too much for me, so I did do the tirzepatide. I've been on it since October, and I've lost 35 pounds.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Really excited because I've had the clinic about 18 months, and I did watch everybody lose weight for about 6 months. I tried the semaglutide. Like I said, I just couldn't tolerate it. But I was watching everybody else lose weight. So when the tirzepatide came out, I tried it, and that one worked for me. So it's just exciting, to get rid of that bloating feeling and that food thought, and not have the cookies and tea at night. I just don't have a desire for it anymore, and I feel great.
So how quickly can you get the medication? So say if I wanted to get that, how
That's an
quickly can I get that medication?
So we do have some in the office. Sometimes we have samples in the office that we give out, but usually what we do is we order it through the pharmacy. We have a compounding pharmacy that's very well reputable, and we get the medication delivered right to your home. And it's about a 2 or 2.5 week wait. But
Mhm.
like I said, if because most people call today and they want to start today, I do have some samples that I often start people while they're waiting for that medication to come into the in their to their house to get delivered, and then they self draw it up and they self inject and 10 weeks goes by pretty quickly, and I often communicate with them. I'm always available. They can call and tell me how they're feeling if they have any questions, because I want them to succeed. They also get a goodie box when they join with us that has nuts, it has a tape measure, has some stuff for constipation, just so they're able to get through the program.
And of course, and you're there to help them and
The
coach
guide.
them through it.
Yeah.
And I
I
mean, do you see that, if they actually start exercising, or will that does that help?
Absolutely. So this does decrease your appetite. You will lose weight without those, but if you increase your protein intake and you increase your exercise and your hydration, you'll do much better. I actually had one woman who lost 19 pounds in 7 weeks on semaglutide, and I had another patient lose 11 pounds in 2 weeks on tirzepatide. So it's a great product. And we've been waiting for this for a long time, and unfortunately, most insurances do not cover injectable medications. But we're affordable. Our semaglutide is $675 for 10 weeks, and our tirzepatide, because it's a better product, less side effects, it's $975 for 10 weeks. But a health is an investment. Weight loss is an investment. If you break it down for 10 weeks, it only is $97.50 for 10 weeks for the tirzepatide, and $67.50 for 10 weeks for semaglutide. So it's a good investment, and you'll feel great.
Well, like, I've talked about this on on the show, is investing in yourself and in feeling good, in whether it's your physical health or your emotional health. This is a big, and I think in my mind, I know this, when with the weight loss, it's an investment in your emotional health
Yes.
as well.
Peptides really make you feel good. They help you sleep better. You'll definitely feel that decreased bloat. I have a lot of patients who have a few patients who have colitis, and a lot of patients who have skin issues, myself included, eczema. It's like an anti-inflammatory. So those Crohn's patients have been doing much better. I have IBS. My IBS has been more under control, and my eczema flares are really much better. Also, they're looking at this medication to for alcohol cessation. It really decreases your appetite for alcohol. So for those people who, I do have one particular woman who drank a bottle of wine a night, and she no longer does that. She didn't want to give up her wine, but she said she just doesn't have the appetite. So you get a lot of benefits from it.
That's fabulous, because those, it's toxic. I
Yeah.
mean, that stuff is, the toxic living, and yeah. So do you take it in the morning, at night?
That's a great question. So you can actually take it. You take it once a week, same time, weekly if you can. But honestly, some people take it morning and night. You take it at night if you feel like you're getting nauseous, so that way you sleep through a little bit of the nausea. But as long as you eat within 2 hours, because the way this medication works, it works on postprandial food, which means the food that you're eating. So you have to eat in order for your pancreas to secrete more insulin for it to start working. So if you're intermittent fasting and say you don't eat until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, this medication won't work until 2 o'clock when you actually eat. So you do have to eat, even though it stops your appetite. So I do tell people, nuts, cheese, um, handheld foods, rolled up turkey, grapes, things like that, that you'll have on hand. You're not going to want a big sandwich, but you still
Right,
have to eat.
right. So so this is exciting. So we're going to talk. I love this so much. I guess they're like, oh, let's do this. Okay, so let's talk about some of the other offerings that you have. Like, what else? If somebody is, fine with their weight, but they might want to do something else, what else do you have?
That's excellent. So we do vitamin therapy. We do B12 and lipoline. B12 is an energizer. It's like the car that brings all the food to the cells, and lipoline is a fat burner. So we have that. We also do vitamin D. Vitamin D is excellent for bones and your health. It's also excellent for mood. We also have vitamin H, which is biotin, and we use that for hair loss. Um,
Yes.
and then we do PT141, which is an excellent peptide for sexual wellness for those women. It was initially geared towards women, postmenopausal, for those who just don't have the desire anymore. So this peptide can be used by both women and men. And what it does is it stimulates the area. It can it causes an desire, and it gets everything flowing, if you will. So you might have some vaginal tingling. Someone just mentioned they had that. And that's really kind of gets you that feeling, want that desire. So we do that. And also down the road, we're looking at purchasing a product, a Morpheus product, to provide Morpheus treatments for vaginal atrophy, stress incontinence, and things like that. That should be coming
Right.
hopefully this summer.
Well, after having several children, I mean, things start to fall out.
That's it's a little different as you get older. So we gotta, be able to manage them as well as, be able to be happy with them too.
So let me ask you this. Would you recommend doing, say, the weight loss injections and the B12 with the fat burner? Like, would that even be better?
Yeah, that's a great question. We do have a handful of people who love the B12 and feel like the B12 slows down their side effects if they have a little bit of queasiness. And I do have a handful of people that just take just the lipoline B12 because they feel like it aids in their weight loss. They're already going to the gym. They're healthy eaters. Maybe not necessarily need to lose weight, but it helps curb a little bit of the appetite. That's more adjunct therapy. Semaglutide is like main therapy. It's actually gold standard therapy right now for obesity, which is great news. But yes, people take it all the time, weekly for helping with the semaglutide and the weight loss.
I think that's great.
Yeah, it's great.
So you have a lot going on.
Me
How
too.
can people find you?
So people can call us. We're at 781-206-7631. We do have an office in Marshfield Center, above Citizens Bank, and we also have an office in Lakeville. And I did just hire a medical assistant. Her name is Cher. She's here Monday through Thursday, 9 to 4. So people can pop in and or call her and get their questions answered.
I love it. So I know you're going to come back.
Oh, we're definitely going to be back. I love the show.
Oh, thank you. I know. We love having you. We love having you part of the Just Steph Show family because you have such a good heart, and you care so much for your patients, and that's really what Just Steph is all about. So and a spirit of service, and I love it. So thank
Awesome.
you so much for being here, and we'll catch up with you real soon.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right. So if you want to get your biz in front of over 100K peeps, make sure you email me at steph@juststeph.com.